Good evening. Welcome to the Writers' Conference Open Mic Night. Yeah, we all know what that means. Not so fast. Yo, you at the end of the bar sitting by yourself. Wake up. Yeah, you. So, greetings and solutions to all the writers, readers, critics, publishers, posers, friends, and friends I have not met yet. Literati of all ages, welcome to the Big Top. Look, I know you're all literati because you're here. You're here because all y'all are wicked smart, right? I am talking to you, yes, you, sitting there at that tiny cocktail table down in front all by your solitary self. Smile, you'll feel better. So, this is a writers' conference. We like writers' conferences for many of the right reasons and a bunch of the wrong ones. I'm a writer, but that is irrelevant. Writers' conferences have many attributes in common with almost all conferences. They host trade shows. Oh my, there is a nasty word. It's not a trade show. It's an author expo, showcase, or any of a dozen other euphemisms for a trade show. It's a trade show, and many of you suck at it. Here is my point. I have not worked on many writers' conventions, but I have spent my share of time selling convention services and meeting space on the trade show floor. I ran a convention center for 20 years, and we hosted hundreds of trade shows. I am intimately familiar with the dynamics of a trade show. By any other name, it smells. It's the same old game. Sales ain't rocket science, but it's no picnic either. You are on the floor for one of two reasons. Either you are selling something or you are buying something. You don't care about any of the others. Some of the rules apply regardless of what you are selling. It does not matter whether you are selling tomatoes or a super secret stealth bomber that only exists as a plywood mock-up in a hangar somewhere that's very cold and snows most of the year. Okay, so let me start with the trade show, and then I'll move to the rest of the conference. Trade show rule number 1. Be in your booth from before the door opens until after it closes. Being in your booth means being present in the present. Do not bring other work to do in your booth. Be aware of the traffic in front of your booth. Be observant of the surroundings. Trade show rule number 2. I continue to be amazed at how often I see this rule broken. Do not, never, under pain of death, pick your nose or scratch any other body part while you are in the booth. I should not have to say that. We are adults, or at least some of us are. Come on. Trade show rule number 3. Stand in your booth. Stand in front of your booth. Do not stand behind your booth. If you are in a wheelchair or otherwise cannot stand for the required time, sit in front of your booth. If you need a cane or if you need crutches, use them. Be proud of who you are. Do not hide from your public. It is part of what makes you unique, and it is an integral part of your public image. Trade show rule number 4. The rules of engagement. For many of us, this is the closest we will come to being in combat. The trade show floor is a battleground. Think about that. Engage quickly and learn to disengage quickly. Do your homework. Do not approach anyone who does not buy what you are selling. If they sell books for children, do not try to sell them erotica. Be friendly, but disengage quickly. Trade show rule number 5. Pay attention to the venue and union rules regarding what you are allowed to carry to and from the trade show. The regulations vary from venue to venue, even within the same city. The penalties for disobeying the rules can be ugly. You are not special. You are not entitled. Follow the rules. Trade show rule number 6. Stay sober. Seen it. Why do I even have to say that? Trade show rule number 7. Wear good shoes. Some of my colleagues insist on compression socks. I have not tried them. The floors are generally hard and unforgiving. Nobody cares what your feet look like. They might care about your tie or cravat, but your shoes? No. Trade show rule number 8. Never, eat in your booth. Never, never, never. Arrange for someone to cover for you if the day is too long to go without eating. Also, arrange for cover for bio breaks. You will not be at your best if nature is nagging at you. Trade show rule number 9. Bring enough business cards. Business cards are cheap. Having said that, it's not about how many business cards you give out. Don't be stingy. It's about how many business cards you get, and not from your peers, but from your potential customers. Trade show rule number 10. Be prepared to quickly explain why whatever you are selling is the best thing they could possibly ever want to buy. Aren't you surprised how long it took me to get to this one? A lot of people put that first. No. Trade show rule number 11. Be professional and act professionally. Dress comfortably. You do not have to be a fashion model for the latest design craze. Scary is such a turnoff. Smile. It's supposed to look like fun, even if it's the most horrible pain you've experienced short of a root canal or giving birth. Many of the rules for the trade show also apply to the rest of the conference. If the meeting planners have done their job correctly, and they often fail at this, the trade show schedule should not conflict with any other activity at the conference. Let me repeat that because I've seen too many cases where this is not true. The irony of this situation is that the meeting and live events industries are prime offenders. The trade show schedule should not conflict with any other activity at the conference. The trade show pays for the conference. Give it the respect it deserves. If you are one of the lucky few for whom this has been done correctly, here are some suggestions for the remainder of the conference. First, mingle, and mingle some more. Get out there. You can't sell anything or learn anything hiding in your room. I once watched a $20 million deal go down at the hotel bar. Second, go to the seminars. They are there for you. Pay attention. Learn everything that anyone has to teach you. Third, mingle. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, do it some more. Fourth, do not plan on getting much, if any, sleep. You can sleep on the plane on the flight home. Fifth, be aggressive but not obnoxious. Sixth, eavesdropping works, but do not be obvious about it. Seventh, when you get home, or if you can do it on the plane, respond to everyone you met at the conference and tell them how glad you are that you met them. Short and sweet. Happy, happy. You spent a lot of good money on this conference. You should do everything you can do to make it pay off. Have a great conference.